Hey guys, Digit6, and today I'm doing a different album review. I decided to do something besides Circus Survive's third album, just because I think people maybe would appreciate if I did something a little bit different. So I'm gonna do a review on Gavin Dance's Happiness, and yeah. So this was recorded on Rise Records, which is pretty much a very well-known record label if you listen to like hardcore, kind of like alternative-ish music. So a lot of people would know Rise Records. This is the second album that has Kurt Travis on it, and personally, as I've said in a lot like Bird's album review, I think Kurt Travis is the better vocalist. If you like Johnny Craig better, that's okay. If you like Gavin Dance with Johnny Craig, that's okay. It's just, this was the one album by Gavin Dance I really did dig a lot. I thought the guitars sounded really cool. The drums were okay. The vocals were fantastic because I think Kurt Travis has a great voice. The screams were a little bit better in this album. There are some screams I didn't really like, but a lot of the screams on this album were kind of mid-range and kind of deep screams, and they weren't that high, really bad screaming that Gavin Dance usually does. So a lot of the songs on this album I could take for the most part, and I could really enjoy. The track listings are Tree Village, NASA, I'm Down with Browntown, Carl Barker, Happiness, Trepanation, Strawberry Swisher Part 1, Don't Tell Dave, Strawberry Swisher Part 2, and Powder to the People. Let's see. Strawberry, sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. Tree Village, they came with a music video for this song. I don't think it's the most favorable song on this album. I think Carl Barker probably is. I think it's the one people would like the most. But Tree Village, I think, starts off really good, and then once the screaming happens in the song, it totally, to me, just ruins the song. Which really disappoints me, because I probably would have liked this song if it had no screams at all. But the screams in this song I did not like. So this song I didn't really favor too much. So far, starting off with a song I don't really like, I kind of was feeling uneasy about the album, but I still continued listening on. NASA, I liked this song even though it had that kind of screaming I didn't like, but it was like mid-range kind of screaming. But it's kind of like an even amount of clean vocals and screams, I'd guess. What's really great about a lot of the songs on here is the octaves. They play the octaves very low on the neck and play like really high notes. And I think it's cool when a band plays really high notes, and kind of what Gavin Dance does in this album is kind of brings kind of some funkadelic stuff with some jazz a little bit in certain songs. But this song had a pretty cool like chord progression that I really did enjoy. I'm Down with Browntown, again, had a really neat like chord progression. Like I said, most of the songs in this album, the guitar had that high note, low neck, octave type thing, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm Down with Browntown was one of my favorite songs when I first started getting into this album. I really liked this song. Carl Barker's a song I think probably everybody knows off of this album if they know Gavin Dance at all. I would definitely recommend getting it. The screams on this song aren't that bad. The vocals sound incredible. Dynamically, it sounds really good. There's some parts I feel of this song that are a little bit all over the place, but mostly the song, for the most part, ties well in together. I think if people had to listen to one song on this album to like go listen to, it'd be Carl Barker. It's really cool in the beginning of this song too. It has this really cool like funkadelic thing with like the hi-hat and like the guitar, and then it gets into like the heaviness of with the bass in it as well. Happiness was probably my favorite song in this album. It has the least amount of screams for the screams it does have. It has screams at the very end, but they're very brief, but at the screams at the very end, they're actually really good. I think they had a guest vocalist. I don't know who did the screams on that song. But this song I really enjoyed. It's really a good song to sing along to. It kind of like, verses and choruses kind of aren't all over the place. It's a very structured song. It's more easy to sing along to if you don't know their words very well. And this is probably one of my favorite songs on the album. Trepanation, there's not really much to this song. It kind of starts out with this weird high-pitched noise thing, and then it starts off with this really raw kind of screaming, which I actually liked. Then it goes off with Kurt Travis kind of singing the same lines over and over again with like a little verse here and there, and then the same lines again. And that's pretty much it. There's really nothing to the song. It's like a 3-minute long song with very little vocals in it. But I still really thought it was an interesting part of the album. Strawberry Swisher Part 1. This has a very catchy hook verse, and I think people would appreciate this song a lot because of the catchy hook verses in the beginning. I think also another song you should listen to is this song, Strawberry Swisher Part 1. It's very like easy to sing along to. I don't know if it has a lot of screams, and I don't think it is. It's very very catchy to sing to, and I think a lot of people would appreciate this song. Don't Tell Dave, I thought was a very iffy, weird song. It had some really cool, like, funky guitar parts in it, and then some of the vocals kind of just were, like, crappy. I really didn't like the screams that much in this song, and, like, a lot of the weird, like, background noises in this song I didn't really favor at all. The lyrics weren't that bad, and the song kind of, in some parts, you could dance to a lot to, but I really didn't favor this song that much because it was very out of place, I feel like, in a lot of parts of the song. Strawberry Swisher Part 2 is probably one of my favorite songs on this album. I think it has the most relatable, the lyrics are most relatable to me, and I think it's very catchy too for the most part. This song I don't think has any screaming in it whatsoever, which made me appreciate the song more, because I don't really like Gavin Dance's screaming style. So, and then Powder to the People kind of is cool, because it kind of it's kind of like an anthem, I feel like, and so I think it was interesting that they ended, you know, the song with a good song. I really do like this song, because like at the end it sounds very anthem-y. Like, it kind of has the whole band singing along to it. It's a very powerful song. So, yeah, that was my review. And now I will show you the CD tour. This is the slip cover, which is the same thing. Dance Gavin Dance, right here. The cover art's very interesting. And then here's the back with the track listings. You open it up, and here's the CD, nothing behind that, and then the booklet, which I can't remember. The lyrics are all right here, and then the back just shows basically the whole front of the CD, and then the credits are right there. Very brief booklet. And this CD is not in the best condition, at least the slip cover isn't, because I bought this used for like $7. I still thought it was definitely like worth getting for me. I think if you like a lot of kind of like hardcoreness with a mix of like funk in it, you definitely would like this. Whether you like Dance Gavin Dance with Johnny Craig or Kurt Travis, definitely go pick this up. It's really cool that it adds unique kind of guitar style that I really did favor. The only downfall I had of this album was some of the like parts of the songs I thought were out of place. Some of the screams sounded kind of bad, and I felt like when they started screaming, it just kind of ruined the whole song to me. But there were some songs that had really good screams. But this album was kind of iffy for me, but I still really like it. It's one of my favorite Dance Gavin Dance albums, even though I don't really like Dance Gavin Dance at all. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Again, this is my opinion. Please comment below telling me what you thought, and see ya.